Single thought is like a seed. It needs to be sprouted with actions. A dormant seed would never become a giant tree. Becoming successful is not a matter of blind luck or occasional chance. Success is a skill, and it's a skill anyone can learn. If you desire to be successful, to learn the skills of positive habits and internal motivation. You must develop the skill of productive actions and creating powerful habits, all of which should and must be learned if you want to find true success.
On day 5, the maroon colored garnet is associated with visual spatial intelligence. Young leaders possessing skills in puzzle building, painting, constructing, fixing, designing objects can fulfill their dreams as sculptors, artists, inventors, architects, mechanics, or engineers.
Wow, this is what we are here for. Avenue 2021 is organized with the vision to empower and facilitate students to navigate their future and make their dreams real.
Good morning, everyone. It gives me immense pleasure to wholeheartedly welcome dignitaries from the Ministry of Education, Dr. Shivakumar Manikam, Honorable Chairman, Board of Directors, Indian Schools in the Sultanate of Oman, members of the various boards of directors, CBSE officials, distinguished members of the MOE Oman, officials of the Embassy of India, Sultanate of Oman, Mr. Alkesh Joshi, Honorary President of the School Management Committee, Indian School Al-Wadi Al-Kabir, presidents and members of the school. We cordially welcome distinguished members of the business community, members of the education cell, our sponsors, digital partner, our media partner, and valued donors.
This year, Indian School Al-Wadi Al-Kabir is the proud torchbearer of this mega event under the auspices of the Board of Directors, Indian Schools in the Sultanate of Oman. Welcome all once again. Your hosts for this morning are Disha of Class 11
and Nikita of Class 10
from Indian School Al-Wadi Al-Kabir. Dear audience, it is our pleasure and privilege to have you all here with us on this journey of transforming your dreams into reality. Participants, you are requested to fill in the feedback form, which will be posted in the chat box towards the end of the session. Filling this form is necessary as it would fetch you a participation certificate. For those who have joined through YouTube, you are requested to check the description box for the link of the feedback form.
Today's session is quite special since it features a representative from one of our valued gold sponsors, Sri Ramachandra Institute of Higher Education and Research. This prestigious university was previously known as SRMC and RI, ranked among the top health sciences universities in India, had its origin as Sri Ramachandra Medical College and Research Institute, which was established by Sri Ramachandra Educational and Health Trust in the year 1985 as a private, not-for-profit, self-financing institution and dedicated to serve the society as a center of excellence with emphasis on medical education, research, and healthcare. Now, let us watch a video presentation about the university.
Hey guys, this is Anna Spencer from the Department of Occupational Therapy. I'm currently doing my third year. I'm also the student council for the year 2021-2022. Well, I'm from Kuwait, so I made the right decision to come to Ramachandra. My experience at Ramachandra for 3 years have been really amazing. I've been making a lot of friends, had a lot of bonding sessions with my faculties who have been very supportive and kind to always cheer me up and encourage me throughout my years while I'm studying. This right here is the biodiversity park where you can see a lot of greenery around. You can chill, walk around, take a walk around the campus. It's really nice. There are a lot of other NRI friends too, which I've made who have come from different countries. So I'm really satisfied overall in my experience at Ramachandra. So if you're a sports person like me, if you're interested in sports, you can join. There are so many different sports they play here: basketball, football, tennis, even hockey, swimming, etc. So Ramachandra is a place where I've learned not just about academics, but also how to deal with life too. So I would say that you guys should come and join the Ramachandra experience for yourself. So what are you guys waiting for? Come join. I'm waiting for you.
A splendid video. Now I call upon our guest speaker for the session, Mr. M. Prabhakaran, Assistant Director from Sri Ramachandra Institute of Higher Education and Research. Over to you, sir, for your presentation.
It's good afternoon. It's nearly 12 o'clock now. Once again, I would like to welcome you to the presentation. As your I'm Assistant Director of International Relations, Sri Ramachandra Institute of Higher Education. We started as Ramachandra Medical College in the early 1985. So it became Ramachandra University. Now, after the Supreme Court direction, we become a Ramachandra Institute of Higher Education and Research. Ramachandra Institute of Higher Education and Research is located in Tamil Nadu. I think some of you could have come from Tamil Nadu. I think your origin could have been from Tamil Nadu or even Chennai. We're located in the middle of Chennai, the place itself called Poru. It's a middle of Chennai. I think from the airport, just 20 minutes drive. From the airport, you can, from our ground, you can even see the flights landing in the airports. We are such a close and we are in the heart of the city. Our hospital is inside the university, so everything is accessible to all the students and the university candidates. Let's move on to, as I said, we started as a Ramachandra Medical College in the 1985. We have a rich legacy, global visibility, reputation, collaborate with the foreign universities in the world. I would like to mention we are the first university in India to collaborate with the Harvard Medical University. The reason why I'm mentioning Harvard University is a benchmark for all the medical universities in the world. Even when we started in the early 1980s, we started collaborating. Our library, the central library, is called the Harvard Library. Still, it's been named after the Harvard Library. And the reason why I'm mentioning, even the early 80s itself, we started collaborating with the foreign universities and started giving the diversity, started giving the international exposure and culture to our students. Now, we collaborate with plenty of foreign universities and we give opportunity to our students to have a lot of international exposure. I think it's more to the accreditation. I think I'm not going to mention all the accreditation or awards what the university has got in the last 35 years. I think I'd like to mention only one university in the future sessions. You have to look for this particular accreditation. This is called NAC, National Accreditation Assessment Council of India, which gives accreditation. This is the most important accreditation for all the universities and colleges in India. In this accreditation, the last every 5 years, this accreditation or a surveillance visit happens in the universities. So the last 3 cycle, more than 17 years, we've been ranked as in grade 1, number 1, which is like at the top grade. Recently, we've been awarded as a A++, which is the highest grade for a health science university can acquire, can achieve. So the last cycle itself, we've been given as A+ or a top category. So I think on your right hand side, I put the certificates. So any presentation you're looking for, you have to look for the NAC accreditation, which is the benchmark for all the universities to achieve the highest grade. Our university is A++, which is the maximum grade can any university or any health science university can acquire. One more thing, when you wanted to become a student at the university or college level, you have to have a good ambience or a good atmosphere. You don't want to be distracted by the external influence or external noises around you. So we were the university, even though we were located in the middle of Chennai or heart of Chennai, we are ranked number 2 among the universities by structural ranking in 2020 for clean, hygiene, and green campus by MHRD Government of India. The reason why we've been achieved the top category, the top 2 ranking by the Government of India, even though we are located in the middle of Chennai, we have 175 acres campus. 175 acres, 155 acres, we have the building. The rest of the 100+ acres, we have the greeneries, the lakes, the playgrounds, everything is surrounded by you. So it's very good ambience for the student to come over from international or to come from a different country, to have a good ambience and good atmosphere. You don't want to get distracted by external influence, as I said before. Such a great campus, you will enjoy as long as you are in Ramachandra. So the next one is, without touching the COVID-19 during this pandemic, we want to touch on new things. As a medical and health science specialized university, as Nikita introduced, we are the top university in the country. So the first university from the private side have been given the COVID-19 vaccine trial. Some of you would have heard of the Covaxin, which is manufactured by the Bharat Biotech. It's an Indian company. We've done a phase 1, phase 2, phase 3 as well, clinical trial. And the next one is a Serum Institute of India manufactured vaccine. It's called the Covishield. It was collaborated, it was in collaboration with Oxford University and AstraZeneca pharmaceutical company collaborated vaccine. It's called the Covishield. We are privileged to do the second and third trial of that particular vaccine. So we are proud to say, we've contributed for this pandemic in somewhat, we've done the clinical trial across the board. So during the pandemic, we were one of the first private university where, again, we are proud to say we are the first private university to have a collaborator for this vaccine trial. Yeah, next move on to the number of faculties we have. As you can see, we have 150 programs. Of the 152 programs, as a medical and health science specialized university, 148 programs are related to the healthcare industry. Only a couple of programs in the engineering and a couple of programs in the science sector. We have a non-medical and health science related programs. The first one is the medicine. Again, as I said, we started as a medical college. We've been given both government and private university put together. We've been given the highest number of seats. We achieved this. We are the first university to have achieved this status, which is the 250 seats. The maximum, the medical Bachelor of Medicine's number of seats to have been given to any university is 250. We are proud to again say we are the first university to have achieved this status. It's because we have the highest number of patient strength in our teaching hospital. The next one is a dental. As a medical university, we should have a dental. I think dental is not like later than medicine. Still, our dental is ranked one of the highest ranked, the top 10. I think at the moment we are in the top 6 of the government ranking. Our dental, if you're looking for a medicine or a dental, you have to, without passing out Ramachandra University, you can't move on. So the next one is the pharmacy. Pharmacy is a very important faculty in the medical college or a health science specialized university. Again, with the pharmacy, you have all the specialization. When you would like to finish your bachelor's, you wanted to join bachelor's, and then after finishing a bachelor's, you would like to join a master's, you have all the specialization, highest number of seats in all the super specialization. The next one is allied health sciences. I have a separate slide mentioning the allied health sciences program alone, which is a modern era's engineering technology in the medical and health science specialization. What is more engineering program in the health sciences? I'll explain through in the next few slides. What is, how it's the technological side of medicine is collaborated with the medical sciences. Okay. The next one is management. Even though we are a health science specialized university, we should have a management. We have to have a management people to manage the hospital, to run the pharmaceutical industry, to manage the super specialty hospital or research side or any sector. The management people should have a management qualification with the hospital and health system management studies. So we have 2 programs, a Bachelor of Business Administration, which is the hospital and health system management. We have a master's program, again, MBA, Master of Business Administration, hospital and health system management. The next one is nursing. Nursing, it's a very mandatory program for all the medical universities. We have highest number of seats, both bachelor's and master's level. At the master's level, again, we have all the super specialization with the highest number of seats. The physiotherapy, which is one of the very, very important program in the medical university, because the physiotherapists always in collaboration with the orthopedic surgeon. They are working both in the teaching hospital and in the corporate hospital, which we have. So with again, the physiotherapy, we have both bachelor's and master's degree available. With the master's, we have all the super specialization with the highest number of seats. Biomedical sciences, I'd like to mention about this particular program because this is the most sought after program by the Middle East students or maybe even international students. The reason why it's been offered as a honors degree. Normally, the BSc programs are being offered for a 3-year program, but this particular program is being offered as a honors degree with 4 years. 4 years is a year to have an internship. You'll be working in our hospital. You'll learn all the techniques. You'll learn all the laboratory-related new techniques and everything. So this is one of the reasons, this program is most sought after program by the medical students and international students. Straight after your 4-year program, you can go and join any country or any, whether it's US or Canada. Normally, it's a 4-year bachelor degree to get admitted into the masters. So that's one of the reasons it's been given as a 4-year honors degree. Straight after your bachelor degree, you can go and join MS program or MSc program anywhere in the world. So the next one is the clinical research. We've done so many clinical research for number of novel drugs or novel vaccines or everything. But with the clinical research, you study all the basics about the research. So if you're a research person, if you like to go into the research, just make sure you keep an eye on this program. We have a lot of different types of clinical research specialization available in this BSc. The next exercise sciences, which is a very rare and unique program, because in order to run this program, you have to have a sports center. As a medical and health science specialized university, we created this course just 4 years before, 5 years before. In collaboration with the Cape Town University of South Africa, we built a multi-million-dollar sports center, which is located inside the university. This is not, you play the cricket or a football or a hockey or something, which is like a treatment side of the sports sciences. For example, sprinter sports injury is different from the footballer sports injury. The footballer sports injury is different from the hockey player's injury. So you study everything, how to treat those people, how to treat those hockey players, how to treat if they have injury, how to treat the swimmers, how to treat the sprinters. So all kind of treatments is involved in sports and exercise sciences. The next one is, as stated, only 4 programs. Of the 2 programs, we have a non-health science related. The one is engineering technology. Recently, we started just 3 years before. The engineering technology, we have 2 programs. One is artificial intelligence, and the same faculty, we ran 2 more programs under the BSc, Bachelor of Science category. Again, with the same specialization, artificial intelligence and data sciences. What's the difference between these 2 programs? Both are same, but it's offered as the BSc is offered as a 3-year program. Engineering technology is offered as a 4-year program. The public health is a very important program in the medical and health science specialized universities, because all the testings, all the analysis, all the data creation, everything is being done by the public health people. Without the public health people, you can't have a sample size. You can't create the number of people to be tested for a research. So those kind of things we offer in a 2 separate category. One is the environmental health sciences, another one is the medical science. For example, I will give you only one example for the public health. In order to test number of people, even for a COVID vaccine, who's deciding the number? The public health people. How many people should have been trialed or clinical trialed from the age of 20 to 30? How many people should have been included from 30 to 40? How many people should have been included from 60 to 70? All this sample size is being done by the public health people. So it's not only medical side, it's also for the environmental side. So that's why this is one of the important programs, especially from this African national, a lot of students are preferring this program. If you like to become a public health person in the future, just keep an eye on this program. This is all the number of programs. As I said, we have 152 programs. Of the 152 programs, I mentioned only 15, 20 programs here. These are all very important and specialized programs, which not many universities are offering, or some important programs. Without this touching this program, the Medical and Health Science University cannot have any other programs. Example, physiotherapy, example, pharmacy, example, nursing. These are all the programs, very common. You're all very much aware about this program. There are some unique programs like sports and exercise sciences. The modern era of engineering kind of engineers of medical and health sciences, I mentioned. Allied health sciences. These are all the new programs. The biomedical sciences, I mentioned before. Biomedical sciences, why it's important? Because you all would have heard biomedical engineers. How many universities are offering biomedical sciences as a biology focus? Very few universities in India. because we are able to run this program because we have a patient or we have a biological site samples to be tested by the or to be tested or to be given the test by the biomedical sciences students. So just keep an eye on this program as well. So the one more unique program, not many of you at the school level would have heard this particular one. It's a BSc, BASLP, Bachelor of Audiology and Speech Language Pathology. Why this particular program is important? It used to be the DLO. The doctors, after finishing the medicine bachelor's, they have a specialization in the DLO, ear, nose, and throat. But nowadays, the audiology and speech language pathology is being separated. At the bachelor's level, we offer as one program. It's a very unique program recently been introduced. But this particular program, we take only 40 students because they have to have hands-on experience with the people who have issues with the nose, ear, and throat. So that's why we recruit only 40 students. Of the 40 students, only 4 seats are being offered to the international and NRI students. The clinical nutrition, how many of you would have heard the clinical nutrition? Because even before pandemic, I wasn't sure being working in the health science university, even I wasn't sure the importance and influence of the clinical nutrition people. Because when we started admitting so many patients in the hospital, even I came to know about the importance of the clinical nutrition for a person in the hospital. Because this is they play very crucial role in the hospital. What type of food to be given to the COVID patient? Food, what is the quantity to be given to the particular issues? What type of nutrition to have included for the particular disease people? So these are all the very important aspects in the hospital. So that's why this is a very important program. It's just if you would like to join, if you'd like to become a clinical nutritionist in the future, just look at this program as well. So nursing, without nursing, where the hospital cannot be run. So if you like to join nursing, as I said, we have all the super specialization for that at the master's level. That's a program for you as well. At the bioinformatics and health informatics and data sciences, these 3 programs only the medical universities can run, because the bioinformatics you would have heard, that is engineering influenced bioinformatics. What we run is biological science or healthcare industry data or informatics or informations included or covered in these 3 subjects. If you'd like to become a bioinformatician or a health informatician or a data scientist, you in the healthcare industry or in the medical side, these 3 programs are for you guys. Just keep an eye on that program as well. One more program you all would have heard, the microbiology. And then after microbiology introduced in the early 90s or early 2000, the specialization started introduced in those faculty. Then they started offering medical microbiology. As a medical specialized university, what we've done is in the medical school, we've collaborated molecular biology and the medical microbiology together and offering us a 4-year honors degree. Because you all would have heard how important the microbiology's role during this pandemic era. Every certificate, whether it's about any test, the microbiology or the MD microbiology has to sign the certificate. Without the microbiology certificate, the test is invalid. So as a medical university, we collaborated molecular biology and the medical microbiology and offering us a 4-year honors degree program. Straight after like a biomedical sciences, straight after you finish this particular program, you can go and join in MS in anywhere in the world. The clinical research I mentioned before, if you'd like to become if you are a research person, if you'd like to become a scientist in the future, there are plenty of specialization under the clinical research we are offering. That's a program for you as well. So the one more thing, only one program under the out of 152 programs we are offering, directly you can join as a MSc, a medical radiology and imaging technology. What is radiology and imaging technology? Because the radiologists normally, you would have heard from the MD radiologists, they do all the testings and all the images like the X-rays and the MRI, CT scan and everything. This particular program, you join as a MSc student from straight after your school, do your course, program continuously, the top module for 4 years, the 1 year full of internship in our hospital. Even though it's an unpaid internship, You will learn everything during this 1 year internship period. This is a very important program. Again, it's a number of seats limited by the university because you have to have a practical exposure in the final year. So that's why it's normally we don't recruit more than 20 students. That's a specialized program. Just keep an eye on the program as well. The one more program I have mentioned, the hospital and health system management, which is a management side of administrative programs. Again, it's available in the master's level as well. So if you would like to become a managerial person in the future, that's a program for you as well in the healthcare industry. I think the number 6, the allied health program, I've said, I would like to take you through in the separate slide. Again, it's a 4-year program, like a medical radiology and imaging technology, like a molecular biology and medical microbiology, like a biomedical sciences. It's being offered as, again, it's a honors degree program. It's being offered as a 4-year program. In the 4th year, it's again mandatory or a compulsory internship in our hospital. Again, it's an unpaid internship. You will learn absolutely everything about. If you would like to specialize in anesthesia technology, you'll be working in the anesthesias, operation theater, anesthesia people of MD anesthesias. If you would like to specialize in neuroscience people you'll be working along with. If you would like to specialize in perfusion, it's nothing but a cardiology. So anesthesia, we all know the anesthesists normally, the MD anesthesists in the past 10 years, 15 years before, they were responsible for everything, like how much of amount of anesthesia to be given to this particular female patient, how much anesthesia to be given to this small kid. They determine everything. Now, the technology people. That's why these allied health sciences people are called engineers of the medical and health sciences. For example, pediatric surgical technology. If you specialize or if you like to specialize in this pediatric surgical technology, for all the pediatric related surgery, you are the boss of the particular operation or surgery. The reason why the doctors, they'll just come and do the operation. That's it. The rest of things are being looked at because they're very demanded nowadays in the hospital, especially the private hospital and the super specialty hospitals. Again, the plastic and reconstructive and cosmetic technology. Why this is very important? Normally, we don't take more than 20 students. Of the 20 students, only 4 or 5 students will be involved in the plastic reconstructive and cosmetic technology. You have to have experience in the cosmetic surgery. So these people, the cosmetic surgeon or a plastic surgeon, they'll just do the operation. That's it. The rest of the stuff will be taken care by the plastic reconstructive and cosmetic technology people. That's why, this, again, I would like to say, that's why these programs, degree holders is like engineers of the medical and health sciences area. We have 2 hospitals, I mentioned in the very first slide. We have 2 hospitals. Without the teaching hospital, the medical university cannot be run. At the same time, we have 2 hospitals. One is a teaching hospital, another is a corporate hospital. Teaching hospital, it's a huge one. It's a 1,600 bedded hospital. With the 6 fully acute intensive care units. Our ICU is the biggest in the South India. We have a 23 state-of-the-art operation theaters. Every single day, we have 75 operations happening across the specialties, the radiology, dialysis, and the liver facilities. Teaching hospital. It's a 1,600 bedded hospital. More than our strength. I've been saying, we are specialized in the medical specialized areas. All the programs are related to the medical and health sciences. Those things I've been saying. The reason why we become successful, we are the top university. Our strength, the reason why we become so successful is our patient strength. Every university, every program, whether it's a molecular biology or a molecular biology, medical microbiology, or biomedical sciences, physiotherapy, or nursing, you have to have exposure with the patient. Without your beds are full, the nurses, if you study nursing, there's no point. How to treat the patient, how to look after the patient, the nurses should learn. Without the patient, how do you learn all those things? That's why our strength is number of patients. Since we are located in the middle of Chennai, we have a patient strength of more than 5,000 every single day. Apart from the training in the hospital itself, as an established university the last 35 years, We adopted some villages. We give some health training in the rural areas. We give health training for our students in the urban areas as well. So this is where the students will have hands-on experience everywhere. Because after finishing your bachelor's, and you'd like to go to physical therapy, you'd like to go back to like to work in any of the hospitals. You have experience in everything. You can treat the urban people, you can treat the rural people, you can treat the village people, treat the corporate people. So you have experience in everything. To learn all those things, you need to study in these kind of programs in the hospital, attached college or university. I think we are the only university, maybe in the country, to have a corporate hospital also inside the university. As I said, we are 175 acres campus, again, which is also located inside the campus. The reason why the corporate hospital also being inducted into the university is all the super specialties, like the cosmetics or reconstructive technology or a geriatric or a urology. These kind of surgery normally the people can't afford in the teaching hospital. As a university, if we have a corporate hospital also, because there are some rich kind of operations, rich kind of surgeries like cosmetic surgery or plastic surgery, etc. So the corporate hospital brings all those high-end kind of patients. So when the high-end patients come, we are able to run those programs. On top of it, we are able to give the hands-on experience or training with the patients in those areas as well. Because if you have only the teaching hospital, you normally get the fever and normal surgery or a general surgery or a gynec surgery or OBG kind of cases like delivery or something. But when you have a specialty hospital, we have this kind of high-end patients where we can afford to give experience or exposure to our students in those areas. The next one is why we should study. I should study this kind of health science program in your university. What other specialty? What is the difference between other universities and your university? We have some specialty we can offer to our students. One of these is a study abroad opportunity. What is study abroad? During your stay or during your stay in the 3 years program, 4 years program, we offer our students to go abroad and spend 1 semester for a project or a taught modules. So during this semester, you learn or have a chance to work or abroad places, you have a chance to work with the international students, you have a chance to work in different projects and collaborative projects with the partners. We are able to provide the platform to present those ideas on the international platform. After completion of your projects, you need to present those ideas, you need to present your outcome. So that's why we created a platform of the conference participation opportunity to our students. I would like to give you only one example here. During this pandemic, when everything started going online, our students, the biomedical science student, collaborated with the Harvard University student and won the second prize, I think. Second prize to the COVID project. We've done everything online. They had a chance to present those ideas. I think it was published in the Google also. Maybe if you would like to Google it, Ramachandra University Biomedical Students COVID project with the Harvard students or something, we'll get the detail. So that project was accomplished everything through online, but we had those students, they had an opportunity to present those ideas at the international platform. So this is one of those important things. One more thing, as a school student, if you would like to leave from your school and join a university or college, you have to make sure when you join the university, what is the student and teacher ratio? At the school level, we have 30-40 students in Middle East, in India, 50-60 students in one class, one teacher. At the university level or when the specialized programs like the perfusion technology or cardio technology I was saying before, you have to have a very close connect with the professors, teachers, and the patients. That's why our strength, one of the strengths is the student and teacher ratio. For every 7 students, we have 1 professor. Unlike the schools, 30 students, 40 students, or 60 students. At the university level, the super specialty level, like us, like the program we run, we have a student teacher ratio 7:1. Every 7 students, we have 1 professor. The one more thing, the placement, any university, every student in a straight after your bachelor program or even straight after your master's program, if not the bachelor, you all would be looking for, majority of them, if not all of you, majority of them will be looking for a job. So what our university offers is we have a separate placement cell. Very few universities, normally the engineering university, they have a placement cell. As a health science specialized university, we are special. Very few universities to have the separate placement cell. We are one of them. We have a separate placement cell. They bring in the company, they directly interview, they get the placement offer even before they graduate. That's our strength. For a 3-year program, the second year itself, they have the placement offer. For a 4-year program, they get the placement offer in the 3rd year itself. This is one of our strengths. So when you look for a university, what the universities are offering different from other universities, these are all the salient features of our university. One more thing, any university or any college, if you like to come from a join or from on, if you like to put anywhere in the world, you need to ask this question: do you have an international or NRI hostels? Because as an international student, if you are leaving from your country to other country to study, you will have to be in a separate hostel. International hostel or NRI hostel, whatever. So in our university, we have a separate hostel for both men and women. The AC and non-AC available. There are some special things about our accommodation because unlike other university, you don't need to share with any other students. I mean, there are so many rooms in the hostel campuses, but you have an individual room provided by the hostel authorities. So you don't need to share with anyone. Everything is individual, whether it's a AC or a non-AC, it's an individual room. So on top of that, we have a yoga facility or gymnasium facility for the Muslim students. The prayer hall, the Christian students, the prayer halls, everything is available on top of everything. Even for the girl students, we have the beauty parlors also available inside those buildings. So these are all the extra features, but the main one, separate hostel for both men and women, individual room for both AC and non-AC. This is a placement I just briefly mentioned before. I have put some of the national and international companies here. At the national level, you all would have heard when the students finish the colleges, the companies will come to the university and interview and place them. There's one more special thing about our university is, we place students at the international level as well. Because, we run some specialized programs, for example, audiology and speech language pathology, or a Form D, the Doctor of Pharmacy 6 years program. So those kind of programs, the international company people from abroad, they come to the university physically and interview our students and offer the placement in the university itself even before they graduate. I mentioned whether there are some Middle East companies I mentioned here, cross companies from US and UK as well. On top of the international companies, of course, we have the national level companies. I mentioned some of the top companies like Pfizer, which is one of the top 3 private pharmaceutical company in the world. I mentioned Cipla, which is again, the Indian-based top medical pharmaceutical company in India. There are so many companies. There are some companies, I mentioned, it sounds like engineering specialized companies. It's not for engineering graduate, it's for the medical and health science specialized students. For example, Wipro GE, they also have a separate healthcare division. HCL Technology, we all know they're top software or IT company in India or even in the world. But how should, why should they recruit the biological science specialized degree holders? They have separate division, like a healthcare division or healthcare industries division or something. So those areas or those companies, they come and recruit for those areas. On the right-hand side, I put the slide, where our people are working. As a 35-year-old university, we have to have our alumni should have been spread across the world. As you can see in the slide, our alumni are placed or being successful in all over the world. Almost 70,000 plus healthcare professionals across the world. They're working in a different field. They've been very successful in different areas. You can see from the picture, whether it's South America or North America or Middle East, Europe, everywhere, our students, our alumni are present and being successful. Some prominent alumni, except one picture, and I don't have heard most of the people. Because Dr. Tamilisi Sandarajan, she was our alumni, not only working, but she was working in our hospital before she became a politician. And also, I would like to mention only one slide here. Dr. Steve was a chairman for the VPS. Some of you have heard he's in the Forbes list as well. He was our MD radiology student. There are some students, they've been working in US and Middle East. We've included, I think in this slide, I've included every faculties, not only medicine, not only dentistry, pharmacy, nursing, MBA, everything, I've included here. For example, Tamilisi Soundarajan was a DGO, the gynecology doctor. Shamshir was a radiology student. Dr. Muralidharan was a BDS student. So similarly, we have included across the faculty. So they've been all over the world. Alumni network, I would like to say it's very strong. It is one of the strongest in the country because we spend a lot of money, a lot of energy. We bring in those people, they contribute a lot. Because when you finish, for example, if you come from Oman, would like to go back to Oman or go back to anywhere in the Middle East, you have to have a connection. If our alumni team, it's a mandatory, you have to register with the alumni department. Once you register, if you tell, I would like to go back to this country, I would like to settle in this country, we will introduce all those people, has become a politician and has become a governor of Andhra Pradesh. Still, just a few months before she visited. So they have very close connection. What we do, we introduce those people. They give some ideas, they give some lead, they give some inputs to get settled or to get some project or some ideas to start up our own business. All those things, you can achieve through this alumni network. That's why, the alumni network is very mandatory for all students to get registered for the alumni association. Through this alumni, you will get a lot of benefits. Make sure when you join our university, you register with alumni association. So that's it, guys. I think I would like to sell only one more slide. Which is as a medical university, you might be having a question, which is a neat question. For any student, whether it's an NRI student or an international student or a foreign student or an Indian student who are located, OCA card holder, PCO card holder, whoever you are, you have to write the need. At the moment, still, it's been happening physically. You have to write the need in India. After your need score, you have to come through the counseling. The counseling is called MCC, Medical Counseling Committee. So if you have any need questions, with a one word answer, you are clear about the need. You have to come and write the need. After your need score, come through the counseling. Whether you choose Ramachandra or you choose AIMS, Delhi or Zimmer Pondicherry, you have to come through the need and through MC. As it stands, I would like to say thanks to the students, parents as well. Some of the parents might also be here. So I would like to thank all of you for being patient and listening to the presentation. If you have any questions, please ask me.
Thank you, sir. It was truly an enriching and empowering session. Sir, may I now invite our moderator for the session, Madam Beena, to share with you the questions raised by our audience.
Thank you, sir. That was really informative. Thank you for all the information provided by you. I would like to put forward some queries which are posted by us, dear students. Can I, sir? Can I seek your permission?
Please, madam, please. Yeah, go on.
Yeah. First thing is that if a child wants to join, when can, this is a query by a student, when can I apply for this academic year?
Normally for the following year, we open the application from the month of November. Due to the last couple of, it's been delayed a little bit. We are going to open for the next academic year from December of this year. I think in the next couple of months, our application portal is open on our website online. So you can directly go apply online. So normally it's a month of November. For the 22 academic year, it's going to be from November.
Okay, thank you, sir. And second thing is that are there any scholarship programs on your side from the university?
Yeah, there are a lot of scholarship in every department, because not before you join, after you join, there are merit scholarship available in every department. You have to compete with the rest of the students. If you have achieved the necessary, I think the benchmark scores are there. If you have achieved that one, it's automatically you're eligible for the scholarship. Maybe the tuition fee waiver and some other benefits you'll be enjoying from your respective faculties.
Okay. Sir, the next question is, like, is there any financial aid or this is given to the students if they want to apply?
I think when you apply, you don't, as a university, we don't provide any financial assistance. At the same time, we, as a huge campus, we have two banks are located inside the campus. Two nationalized banks are located inside the campus. If you're going to join as a student in Ramachandra University, straight away with the Ramachandra University offer letter, they are providing the bank loans. So those kind of benefits, you can explore and enjoy if you want to join in Ramachandra University. Because the banks are believing the students of our university. The moment you get the offer letter, the provisional offer letter, with the provisional offer letter itself, you can apply to the bank and get the student loan.
Yes, sir. One more request on the IT side. Please, can you stop sharing the screen? Thank you.
Oh, yes, sorry.
Yes. Yes. What is the score in NIT in order to get a seat in the institute? How much should be the score?
I think for all our program, I mentioned it's a health science or a medical specialized program. Physics, chemistry, biology, you have to have a minimum 50%, 50.
Okay. Thank you, sir. Again, one more query, sir. Is there any admission for MBBS through NEET only or UCAT or BMAT?
That's why I mentioned in the last slide, it's only through NEET only. Not we do the admission, it's the medical counseling committee does the admission. So you have to apply through NEET, whether it's a BDS or MBBS. For the rest of the programs, you don't need anything. You can directly join. You just apply from our website, get the application, fill the application online and send it to us directly. Based on your eligibility, we directly give the provisional admission letter. For the medicine and dentistry, you have to come through counseling committee.
Thank you, sir. That was really informative. I hope our students have solved all their queries, are cleared. Over to the compares. Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, sir. We are truly grateful for your relevant, valued, and patient answers to all our queries. I'm sure the participants are enlightened and have got a true picture about the prospects available for them at your esteemed organization. Attendees, kindly remember to fill in the feedback form.
End of this session, I reckon it a privilege to put my gratitude into words. It is my pleasure to propose the vote of thanks. On behalf of Indian School Al-Wadi Al-Kabir, the organizing team, and the entire audience, let me first express a profound gratitude to His Majesty Sultan Haytham bin Tariq Al Said for the magnanimous benevolence showered on the Indian diaspora in the Sultanate of Oman. May the Almighty shower abundant blessings on His Majesty and His peaceful and prosperous country of our residence.
We extend heartfelt thanks to our eminent speaker, Mr. M. Prabhakaran, Assistant Director, Sri Ramachandra Institute of Higher Education and Research, for his words of motivation. Thank you, sir. The session was truly informative and enlightening. It opened up new vistas in front of us. Our deepest sense of appreciation and gratitude to Dr. Sivakumar Manikam, Chairman, Board of Directors, distinguished guests and esteemed officials from the school management committees, Indian schools in the Sultanate of Oman, and the honorary members on the Board of Directors, Indian schools in Oman. Thank you, sirs and ma'ams, for your encouraging presence and guidance at all times. A sincere thanks to Mr. Alkesh Joshi, the Honorary President, Indian School Al-Wadi Al-Kabir Management Committee, and other members of the committee for their overwhelming encouragement at all times.
Take this opportunity to express our heartfelt gratitude to our tower of strength and source of motivation, our beloved principal, Mr. D.N. Rao, the honorable principals of all participating schools in the MENA region, vice principals, assistant vice principals, coordinators, supervisors, and the entire teaching community of all the participating schools for their support, guidance, and active involvement. We are indeed grateful to our platinum sponsor StudyCo, gold sponsors Grey Matter Academics, Jain Group of Institutions, Sri Ramachandra Institute of Higher Education, and Vellore Institute of Technology. Bronze sponsors Middle East College, Thapar Institute of Engineering and Technology, MIT World Peace University Pune, and Dallas Baptist University, our digital partner Spectrum, and our media partner The Arabian Stories for their support in making this mega event possible.
I wish to thank each and every student and parent for their valuable presence in making this session of our Global Career Fair Avenue 2021 a grand event. An event of this kind requires the coordination of a committed team. My earnest and heartfelt thank you to my ISWK team behind the scene, working tirelessly, making Avenue 2021 a tangible reality. Last but not the least, I thank Almighty God for making this session a great success. Thank you all. Don't forget to attend the next session by our platinum sponsor StudyCo, featuring the German University of Oman at 7 p.m. Until then, stay tuned and take care.
I'd like to thank all the students and congratulate all the students for your future exams. Thank you.